Good morning. Happy Sunday. I hope your day is going well. This morning, we're using the Seven Energies deck, which consists of these seven energies, which are not all the energies that exist. Just the seven for this deck, which is earth, water, fire, love, sound, light, and seven is thought. Each has its own color and each has its own meaning. Today I've drawn seven different cards. That does not mean they touch every energy. It means it touches on the energy that Spirit wants us to know for our highest good. So, card one is the past. The continuing energy still playing out in your present situation that began in the past. What we got is a water card for the past, and that is bearing fruit. I like these cards, and if you zoom in, you should be able to see like the different things in the card. Like if you look at the base of this card, at the base of the tree, it really looks like there's little faces in the base of that tree. You just kind of, whatever will pop out for you. And it might be different than what pops out for somebody else. Birthing, the result of hard work on an idea or consistent thought manifesting into form. The relationship between the external world and the internal world of feelings and beliefs. If your life were a tree, what fruit would it bear? Envision the results of the efforts you put into achieving your dreams and desires in partnership with the divine. Can you see the way you think, feel, and believe reflected in the material world? There's always correlation between what you see, what you expect to see, what you intend continuously, and what you project unconsciously. You are in a powerful and fertile season of your life when you're particularly good at making things happen with very little effort. Pay close attention to what you're manifesting now. If you don't like what your life is yielding, prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what generally lights you up. Remember, you birth into the world that which you pay most attention to and continuously hold within as your truth. Be clear about what you intend. Can you make this commitment? So you need to make a commitment about being clear on what you're trying to manifest and bring and birth into the world. I think that's probably a lot of each of our paths, that we get so busy that we forget that what we put out is what we're getting back. So try to put out positive so that you get back positive. It's a good way to start. Clear up your past with positive thinking so that the positive thinking comes out in your manifestation. So, next card is the present moment. The dominant energy in your life right now. That's what the next card represents. The present. So, the dominant energy. We got number 17, which is a fire card. And so it's the storyteller. Number 17, storyteller. It looks kind of plain, but just like I said, you always want to zoom in on these to see what you might be missing. Identity, positive self definition, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. Do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents and a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in a way you weave together these threads of yourself into in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behaviors towards you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize that story you're telling others about how you treat you, you can tell a different one. The truth is, you have everything you need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings into the world. You, birth, birthing new ideas. That's how you're doing it. You got to tell a new story for yourself and for others so that they can see a new you. You have everything to tell a new tale and weave more blessings in the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon the outer world will tell the same story back to you. You set your story. What you put out from the first card is your story. Make sure the story you tell gets people excited. That's what a storyteller does. They get people excited about life. Not just the storyteller's life, but their own life. So remember that. Remember to tell a great story of who you are. Isn't it wonderful how the cards just kind of flow together on what we need to hear? Card number 3 is what is hidden. The supportive energies that have not yet coincided into form. So they've not yet come into form. That's why they're hidden. So let's see. Number 38 is that card that is hidden from us. And we'll see here. I'm thinking that that energy is light, which something that is hidden should be brought to the light. Endless possibilities is number 38. Endless possibilities. Unlimited potential. Moving beyond limited beliefs and the filter of an unhealed past. Using your awareness to discern what is possible and having the courage to leap beyond even that. You look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. That filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities or various degrees of limitation and a finite range of options. When your expectations, unconsciousness, or otherwise are based on lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. Today, ask yourself what you believe. Are there limitless potentials, outcomes to align your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than meets the eye? And are you willing to act on that knowledge? Just knowing is not okay. You have to act. Everything requires action. As you believe, so will it be for you, as your energy will attract its match in the outer world. Conditions meet expectations. Either your world remains the way it is, in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with divine. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are more potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago. Leaping over what was and towards what will be, you are more than you were. Now, what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe it. So, just a quick recap so that you understand. We're bearing fruit and we're telling a new story. So, as we're bearing fruit and we're telling a new story, let's do it like that. Then we have endless possibilities. The first two things, as you do them, those actions create limited possibilities. Isn't that wonderful how the cards just kind of flow together? And I'll probably say that more than once. So the next card, number 4, is the obstacle. This is what stands in our way from our limitless possibilities that only we can change as we write a new story. And what stands in your way, such as psychological attitude or maybe a person. So we got number 27, which is symphony. So just double checking, that is love energy. Okay. Exclusively being part of the whole, removing bias, seeing the interconnectedness of all, knowing that everything you do has a consequence. Unity consciousness, the end of division. As human beings, we have a tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. This perception is the root of the cosmic joke played on all of us. Although our five senses, intellect can help us manage our experiences in the material world, and intuition helps us navigate the invisible world, we still struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit into the whole. You're facing a paradox today. You need to focus on being your unique self, for only you can bring your own special harmony to the symphony of the world. But equally, you need to learn to be selfless and put we before me, seeing yourself as part of the of consciousness that unifies us all. Today, ask yourself, can you be part of something bigger? Can you put the principles and needs of the group above your own wants? It's time to do your part to sing in harmony with others. Stay in tune and learn the new harmonies and notes. Such sweetness will arise. Isn't that it's amazing. It's just amazing. The endless possibilities and now the symphonies. If you stay in tune, you'll learn new harmonies and notes, and such sweetness will arise. It's all about being a part of the whole, not the individual. We're always going to have an individual side, but sometimes you have to be part of the collective, part of the whole, in order for things to come together properly. So, a symphony is not made of one person, it's made of many people. So, as you move forward past that, become part of the whole. The obstacle is to remove self and become part of the whole. Number 5, the helpers. What energy, people, and synchronicities are coming to aid you? How things fall together. So, we have endless possibilities, telling a new story, being part of a symphony instead of being just ourselves. The next three cards tell the projected outcomes of the first four cards. So we got number 32, quieting the mind. So I'm going to say that's definitely thought. Oh, maybe not. It is sound. Quieting the mind is sound. And it's a beautiful quick picture. It shows the lotus and it shows the chakras on her. I think it's just a beautiful card. And I like to adjust as I go so that the different light shows it in different lighting. Meditation as a commitment. The need for silence. Peace within despite chaotic outer conditions. Letting go of the monkey mind. Mindfulness. Life is chaotic, busy, loud, frantic, and overwhelming. Some days, all the noise is like a roar of thunder echoing around you, and it feels as if you're being pummeled by a rainstorm. Isn't this why we take vacations? To get away to somewhere peaceful? In spite of the surroundings dim of the world, today you need to slow down and find a bit of peace. So go ahead and take a deep breath right now. Make a commitment to be still for only 5 minutes. Count your breaths and be mindful of every one of them. Know that you have all the time in the world to do the things that need doing. Everything is perfect as it is. Today requires you to take in an internal break and go to that silent space to regroup. Meditate on the stillness within. Choose a peaceful mind and nothing else. You will be amazed by how easily everything falls in place once you do. So go quiet your mind and reflect. Reflect on being part of the whole, the endless possibilities, the writing of your new story, and the bearing of fruit. Trust me, when you start to reflect on the cards as a whole, your answers will come easier and you'll see what Spirit wants you to focus on and how to fix what you may need to fix. Number 6, action. What we need to put into action. The best action to take towards your goal right now. So this is the best thing that we can do to make all these other things happen. And we got number 40. I just kind of want to see here. Number 40 is light energy. The land. Oh, nope. We got number 49. Hold on. Number 40 is not yet there. Number 49 is thought. And it happens to be the last card of the deck. How is that? Okay. I don't know. Maybe. We'll find the spot. Anyways, let's just get started. Yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. Some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that our co creative partnership with the divine, give and take, is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions, but you must then surrender the form of timing and the how to your higher power. You have to put in the work, defined your desires and felt them deeply, and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundation of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart can be really can that be really so difficult? Knowing the truth inside of you. It's not that difficult, honestly. So, since I said number 40, we're going to go back to number 40 real quick and then we'll kind of just go through the cards before we go our separate ways and go in love and light today. And number 40 happens to be a light energy, the land in between, which I'm hoping this one will show up because I actually love this card. So, the land in between. Being between worlds, learning to be okay while the threshold of what was and what will be, a time of waiting and evolving, gray areas, something essential yet still in development, metamorphosis. You're in a process of change. You know that you were called to do it and can no longer be who you were. But you aren't sure that the next experience of your life will be. You are in between what was and what could be, in the pupal stage, like during metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. However, you can't skip the messy parts. You have to ensure the unknown and uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. The process between the worlds is where things really get interesting. You learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see in the dark. You observe the lessons offered to you with grace because you can't go any faster. This is a real test of emotional fortitude, patience, trust, and humility. Once you have made this no man's land your home, it will be part of you. Then, when whatever was set in motion comes to life, this is what you've been waiting for. When you look back, you will grow in love. You will grow love to love the place in between, for that is where you're reborn. It's kind of the place in between is where you get to make all the good decisions. It's it's not straddling anything. It's just communing. It's seeing and trusting. Seeing where you were, seeing where you could be, and trusting in the divine that you are going to get there. I hope that something has resonated with you today. So I'm just going to pull all 7 cards up so that you can see them again. And of course, the first card is bearing fruit. What if you were a tree, what fruit would you be? And it's so much more than that. But so the first card is bearing fruit. The second card is basically telling a new story. You are the storyteller, so tell a new story. Endless possibilities, endless possibilities with being part of the collective or the whole instead of being yourself or an individual. As you do that, quiet the mind because you get so wrapped up in all the other stuff. You need to take time and quiet your mind and just let things go as you do. So that you're willing to release. Release is all about the letting go as well. Just let that crap go so that you can move forward in life and find your happiness. Because in the in between is where it seems the miracles take place. It's not straddling anything, it's seeing your past, seeing your future, and being in between so that you can take the time to figure out how to get basically from the past to the future, but be in the present as well. I hope something spoke to your heart today. Please go in love and light and have a wonderful Sunday.